So I just want to say well done once again. South Africans are just amazing people. So you remember that video that was trending on Sunday of Ungizwe talking to some guy from Malawi, and this guy was saying he's a business person, etc., etc. And he claimed that Ungizwe can't talk to him, you're not the police, etc. And, I saw EFF members were saying on Twitter that they're going to raise money for him because he's brave and stood up against Ungizwe. Well, have the tables not turned? Because it turns out that the guy is actually a fugitive and has been on the run from the Malawian authorities since 2015 or 17, between those two. I think it's 2015. He's been on the run. And now they found him on the internet in South Africa, busy acting like he's a hero. Now this takes me back to the dangers I always talk about when I talk about this issue of illegal immigration, is that you let people into your country and you don't even know who they are. You don't know how many people they've killed in their country. You don't know what their intentions for being there are. You don't even know what kind of hustle or things they would do, to what extent, to survive in your country. And that is the problem that we have right now in South Africa. We've got millions of people that we don't know. We don't know who they are. You don't know what kind of crimes they've committed. Which country are they even from? Some of them even end up lying because they don't want to be deported. They're saying that they're from another country and they know they're not from that country. And our problems just keep increasing day by day. And the only thing that we can do as South Africans is really to stand up for this country. We've heard the name xenophobia. We've been called xenophobic before. It's not the end of the world. Everyone has a right to protect themselves, protect their country and the future of that country. And clearly our government does not have an intention to do so. We've got a government that we know is composed of politicians that are business people, and the only thing that matters to them is their businesses in all these African countries. They won't put us before their own selfish needs. So it's a call for us as South Africans to not back down. Do not back down. Because that guy is just one of many millions of people that we don't know. We've got spattle shop mafias today. We've got drug kingpins today. We've got people who are running businesses that are brothels and prostitution rings and human trafficking rings. All of it is being run in South Africa by people from outside of South Africa. While we think that everything is going as normal, because we abide by the laws of the country, because we love our country. There's no way we want to see it fail. There's no way we want to see it dirty. There's no way we want to see the buildings falling apart. That's not who we are as a country. But they don't care. They don't care about South Africa. It's not their country. They know if anything happens to South Africa, they've got an option. They'll go back to where they come from and continue to live happily ever after. We do not have a choice. We have to protect this country. Right now, today, another guy is appearing in court for chopping body parts of a child and using it for muti. That's something that's prominent in Mozambique. So there's Mozambicans in South Africa who are doing that. There's Nigerians who are involved in all kinds of crimes, especially cyber crimes. They're there in Cape Town. They're being scammers. They are on Interpol. They are on wanted list. We've got all kinds of criminals making South Africa their home. And the minute you say something about it, you are labeled as xenophobic so that you can shut up. I'm calling on all South Africans again, do not keep quiet about the current situation in our country. We want these criminals out of our country, and we're not negotiating it. Because trust me, if we are the ones that allow this to happen, it'll get worse. And angazi ngoba your children are spoiled to the core. Like most South African children now are very spoiled. You can't expect them to be fighting these criminals and mercenaries from all over the globe that are coming here. I mean, I saw a video of a member of parliament saying that there's too many Jews that are coming into South Africa. There were 15,000 Jews that are brought to South Africa. They now have to get more Pakistanis to come to South Africa. So a whole member of parliament is pushing religious wars in our country. Pakistanis are not South Africans. Why must we import Pakistanis to fight their war against the Jews? Why are we even importing Jews and Pakistanis to South Africa? Like, what kind of country is this where everyone just feels entitled to do as they wish? If it's not religious fights, the Ethiopians and Somalians now also killing each other for the spattle shops. Now they're going to kill each other and die here on our land. Like, I don't like, personally as a South African woman, I cannot imagine. I can't be, it's a pride thing that we have as South African women. I don't think I'd even look at a South African man the same if they were out there fighting for another man's country. Like, I don't think I'd ever look Let me assure you, South Africans, and I'm talking about united, this tribal thing that you're trying to do to separate us, try it, we don't care. But South Africans are going to unite even more across tribal lines and whatever, and make sure that we get you out of our country and we take our country back so that it's properly functioning. We don't like lawlessness. We grew up with this law and order. We appreciate law and order, unlike you, who doesn't know where the street light is, or where, we might not be perfect as a country, but there's certain things that are not things that we are used to, like all this dirt and all these buildings that are just dirty and smelling, and that's not us. So please, guys, do the right thing and just get ready to go home. Like, go home. We don't want to fight. We don't want violence. We don't want any of that. We just want you to respectfully, as a person with pride who loves themselves, who loves their country, go to your country. And whatever problems that you have in your country, we are more than willing to help you while we are this side and you are that side. Because you know very well, you're not here in South Africa because you are wanting to have a better country. You're here because you are thinking about yourself and you want yourself to be fine. And while we suffer in the meantime, we're not going to allow ourselves to suffer because you're going to call us xenophobic. We don't mind. Call us xenophobic all you want. But we do not want criminals from all over the world in our country anymore, and it ends there. Call us names, call us whatever, but we are done entertaining criminals, and all the people who support them can go with them. This is our country. This is our country, and we've got nowhere else to go, so we are in no rush to get rid of you guys. I always say this, we're in no rush to get rid of you, but we're going to get rid of you. We don't want criminals here. You've got your own country. You can't mess up your country, make it dirty, make it messy, make it crime-ridden, have a failed government that gets away with all kinds of things and do all these things, and then come here to transfer that to us. No, guys, no. We have a future. We've got a whole generation of children that are still to come in this country, and they need to find a country still standing and surviving. And we'll.
At this point, after watching this video of Jacinta, you understand their reason of the protest, the reason of their protest. Just like he explained that a man from Malawi that they have encountered, that says a businessman, has been on the run from his own country. But based on this match to match, based on the interviews and interrogation they are giving the foreigners, the country have been able to locate him. So to him, to her, this is a good step and a result, an achievement, and it further proved their point to show the main reason why they don't want to bow down, they don't want to stop the march on march they are doing. Encouraging the youth of South Africa to continue, not to stop, doing what they are doing to make the country a better place for them to live. And I think she's making a very good point. And all things still boil down to the government, the border, that allows people to enter into the country without any proper documentation. Entering into the country illegally does not mean that you should, or the government should not, identify the person, where he's coming from, or what his intention of coming to South Africa. So at this point, I believe a lot of people will see the major reason of their protest. The major reason they say that they don't like foreigners, they want foreigners to go, undocumented foreigners to go. And this reason is quite clear to everybody now. There are a lot of people that are in South Africa. They don't know their intention of being there. Many of them, they have committed a lot of atrocities in their country. They declare them wanted, and the only place they can run to is South Africa. And where they got there, they still continue to do the atrocities, which is very bad anyway. So I hope the government will come to the youth rescue and resolve these issues amicably. Undocumented foreigners, illegal foreigners, there should be a law that will guide them, either by deporting them, allowing them to stay legally, knowing where they are coming from and knowing the reason why they enter South Africa and what they want to do in South Africa. Because you cannot just come in a country and start committing nuisance. That is not fair. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Please do subscribe and share.